Wobbly ball. Southern stand side, a chance for the NAB AFL Academy. They've got the numbers and they use it well. Here's Mills. Just retreats and they slow things down. One way then another was Crocker. Oakley Chargers boy. They tasted success in the TAC Cup Grand Final last year. As they surge clear out of the centre. Not a good kick there by Steele. It's chopped off by Mills. So he edges it towards the centre square. They try and affect the switch. It was Clark on the receiving end. He kicks laterally to Collins. And now they spread it further afield. They come back out.
Centre wing from Aaron Francis. Just the kick wasn't quite as good there, and the turnover came.
Here's a chance for Mills. Pumps it long in the Archie direction. No mark taken. You spoke about Cocker too. Here he is, Kev. Spun out of trouble. Interesting option to retreat inside defensive 50. But still a chance. In the end, Curnow. Familiar name. We'll talk more about him in a tick. Kick not great. Perhaps wasn't the best option, but the umpires picked out a free kick. Will go the way of the Allies.
Just didn't go back. Yeah, just didn't go back quick enough, Curnow, and just balanced himself off.
And Curnow is the brother of Ed, of course, from Carlton. So it's
with 4 possessions and a goal. Hislop and Dawson 6 possessions each.
So a nice opening for the Allies. The AFL Academy just lacking the clinical execution inside 50, although here's an opportunity. Slipped through the fingers of Aidan Johnson. And coming clear there was Dawson, although his kick partially smothered. Pouncing there.
Over a 2-year period, through their 16th year and through their chosen in their 16th year and chosen in their 17th year. So he's been added, and this will be his first experience of playing with these young fellas.
Howard flew early in the ruck. Umpire said no free kick there. The ball's hacked towards the half-forward line for the AFL Academy. Well done by the big man Davis. Wire can fly. Plenty of X factor in Aidan Johnson. Ball's kicked forward. No mark taken there, Curnow. Davis, really good agility for a big man. Chance for Archie, just fumbled that crucial first stage. Did well to win it back. Matheson's also been busy, although his handball affected by that tackle. And turnover, and he suggests he's got a future, and he won All Australian honours, Kev.
Yeah, just to clarify, he's not actually 19 yet. When I say a 19-year-old, he turns 19 in the calendar year, and he's not 19 until December, so a late birth.
Yeah.
And that's why he certainly deserved to be played. Given the injuries and the late birth, that's why he played in the national 18s.
Here's Keys inside. But a nice transition, boys.
Yeah, look, Allies again, 7 inside 50s. That was 8, they're 8 to 13. So they've been very, very efficient when they've got the ball in there.
Jones, the quick kick, smothered by Skinner. He kicks out towards his broadcast side. Ballick, who kicked a goal early in this term, shown really good evasive skills and agility, though his decision on that occasion was poor, holding the ball. In fact, a holding. He's got runners breaking for him. Kick wasn't great, but still found its way to foot. He looks up ahead. No real space. Numbers with the Academy boys. Well done on that occasion by Mills. Courageously got a fist in. Crocker now at half back. Daring kick. Didn't pay for on that occasion. So ball thrown up. The MCG slowly but surely starting to fill up. As it bounces around like a pinball. Dunkley at the back. His kick ricocheted off the shin of an opponent. Chance for Hislop. Really clean hands below his knees. Good evasive work by Cockatoo. Turned onto his left. High ball towards the tip of the goal square. Well up. Worked his way into the game well. Tumbles it up towards left half forward. Wiedering did well against Davis. Risky handball. Francis made it look good. In the end, they get out of jail. O'Kearney once again cuts inside. We've got men on the open side, one of whom is Crocker. Waltzes forward. Delivers inside 50. Kick here, prolific in and under type.
Yeah, then he, as a 17-year-old, backed it up in the under-18s this year with All Australian honours. There's only the handful of boys do that in their bottom age year. So contested ball winner on the inside, can get it on the outside as well. Will lay the tackles. He's a star at that stuff, and he's been a solid player again today. He's had the 10 disposals to date.
Interesting option. Ball on the deck. Davis went through solidly. Well done by a host of Academy boys. Ends in the end with Cole. Had to duck his head. They worked it out well. Parsons, look out. Umpires called play on. They build now. Chance for McDonald. Decent enough crowd in attendance early on grand final day. Why wouldn't you come in and soak up everything that the day has to offer? Parsons reasonable handball over the top to the running Stewart. He just couldn't get a clean take. All locked in. Attacking side of centre there for the Allies. And we'll see it tossed up. Perhaps not the best option. And the Academy, one last roll of the dice. 3 minutes counting. Keys laid it off. They push forward. Shackey, the big man, made to work. Did well in the end. McDonald now looks up ahead. Good kick too. Johnson stretching, just couldn't quite rake it in. And in the end, an opportunity gone begging.
Callum Hislop is now up to 18 possessions, so he's the...
For either side to score. Showed once again he's got good evasive skills, Terry.
Yeah, no, he's been impressive this quarter.
Kick was good too, up towards McGuinness. So highly unlikely the Academy boys would have a chance to score. Lax marking means Jones worked forward. Runs onto the end of it. That's not his best kick in the Colts Grand Final in the SANFL and also here today. Kevin, just about time for you to leave. Thank you for all your hard work.
Been an absolute pleasure and a great game of footy to start what should be a sensational day.
You enjoy your Grand Final day. Kevin Sheehan there, the AFL National Talent Manager, as the AFL.com.au draft expert. Callum Toomey in an excitement machine, just arches his back. Now he's caught in two minds, he's run too far.
Look, don't care at all about that. That's what you want to see him taking on the game. He's been an outstanding player in this game, one of the best.
And this has been perfect for him, this game, hasn't it? Lack of footy throughout the year, so a chance to impress.
But quite extraordinary, boys, what we've actually seen from him here today in terms of touch, his running ability, given he hasn't played all season.
I spoke to him before the game and he was the type of player that you bring into a club and be a chance for round one next year.
Well, Davis was involved in that piece of play as well, but when you've got Weller and Heaney getting involved in the action, I mean, it's going to take these Academy boys a little bit of time because those two boys are just about ready for the step into AFL footy.
I think they've almost been waiting for it, those two, throughout the year. There's been stages where they had a couple of flat patches, but that's hard to get past when you know that you're going to get drafted. These guys know they're going to be first-round picks, so at times there's some motivation levels there that need to be pricked up. But as you say, Josh Dunkley's been terrific. We see Callum Mills, who's shown that he could be probably in this draft as well, so plenty of talent who's shown themselves today.
He just kicked inside 50, did Mills. Out the back, Balek off to Parsons.
All the time last year, they've developed. Paddy McCartan wasn't kicking straight last year. He's got a bit better at that this year. So everyone develops at different speeds too.
And to see the development of a big man, it was a fantastic take there. It came from Mills. He spun out of traffic twice. Did really well. Laid the handball off. Tahana in a world of strife was stripped of it. And now on the counter, the Allies a chance to just about put this game to bed. Corner and misses.
He's an interesting player, Ubi Gang. He sort of floats in and out of games. He's got some raw talent. I'm not sure the tank's up to the AFL level right now. And it'd be interesting to see whether Brisbane does nominate him. I think he's on the cusp of being one of their later nominations. We'll see how that goes. But
comes from a rugby league background.
He hasn't played plenty of footy, no. So it's
just to get that continuity into the game as well.
As you can see in the background, crowd slowly starting to flock into the MCG. Really good day for football. Not a breath of wind here in Melbourne. Sun shining, ground in pristine condition. Cole has it. Left foot ball from the Bendigo Pioneer.
Really understand their leading patterns. You've got to hold and wait until the player lifts his eyes up. As soon as he got hold of the ball, he was on the move already. It just made it too short of a distance between the two players.
Here's Mills, got through traffic really well. Unfortunately, missed everything. But he's also been a lively contributor. How many stats for him today?
He's had 21, 3 tackles, 4 clearances, so pretty busy day. He had another great game in the ground.
A tower of strength back there for the Academy.
Yeah, excellent second half leader.
Now he's a likely key position prospect. As Mills ends up on the end of this, he wanted to go. With about 45 seconds to go, he leans back. It's a high ball inside 50. Archie from the side, brought it to ground. Tried to do the roving. Once again, Jackson linking with Jones.